So we've got one. I've got two. So should I use the BRRR method and the BRRRR method of real estate explained? And I would like to take a moment to really explain this BRRRR method. So the BRRRR method of real estate investing is buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat. There we go. Too many R's. So buy, rehab, rent out, refinance, and then repeat. So I think this was a fantastic marketing campaign. I think this was a fantastic way to sound appealing and kind of rebrand real estate investing to attract new people, kind of bring a new face to an existing conversation. But in addition to buying a property, rehabbing a property, renting a property, refinancing a property, I challenge you to tell me what else you can do with a property. You can sell it, you can kind of ignore it, kind of let it rot, and you can live in it. So there are only three other things that you can do with a property outside of what this BRRRR strategy contains. So then, it becomes pretty obvious that if you invest in real estate for any length of time, then you're going to execute this BRRRR strategy. So I would argue that this BRRRR strategy is no different than just investing in real estate by and large, just as a whole. So if you're a buy and hold real estate investor, I think that's what it's been called for a very long time, then you likely have done this BRRRR strategy, because the only thing that these people will kind of encourage you to do very quickly so that you can get your money back and do it again, so the refinance and repeat, is they want you to do the refinance as soon as the property is rented out, and then they want you to take the money from the refinance and buy an additional property. So, how long the contractors take to renovate your property is by and large out of your control. And if you are constantly overseeing it, if you're micromanaging them, if you're bothering all the contractors, if you view them as being expendable, if you view them as being commodities, then sure, you can sustain that pace. But you're going to leave a lot of burned bridges behind you. Contractors have life events that happen. They have things that they weren't expecting to deal with that come up. And sure, if you're dealing with a contractor that's taking entirely too long and they spend about 2 hours a day on your job and dilly dallying elsewhere on not your things, then sure, that's an issue. But by and large, that's not the case, right? By and large, it is the contractor wanting to do a good job and finding unexpected things and not wanting to cut corners. So I would largely advise against rushing contractors. So that is outside of your control. Refinancing with a bank, by and large, is outside of your control and the speed thereof. So seasoning requirements are a real thing with banks. Some banks have a 6 month seasoning requirement. Some have, we've heard as long as 18 months seasoning. So if you are working with a bank, if you've got a good relationship and you want to refinance at a particular bank and they say that there's an 18-month seasoning period, then it doesn't matter if your contractor renovates this property inside of a month and you get it rented out in two. You still have 16 months to wait in order to refinance that property, so that you need to so that you can have that lump sum that you can repeat that process in. And also, if you buy you know a property that doesn't need any work, you just get a good deal on it and it's under market, then that's a fantastic deal. You should, and you have the same opportunity to refinance that, pull your initial capital out, and keep on buying real estate. So I think the BRRRR strategy is great for marketing, but I think on its face, it's the exact same thing as just doing your typical buy and hold real estate investing strategy. So I would argue that it's not a new strategy, that it is Bigger Pockets' way of attracting new people into real estate investing with the best case scenario uh, kind of strategy and expectations, right? So I think that if you're not careful and if you listen to a lot of that stuff, then you're going to put unrealistic timelines on your contractors, on your lenders, and you're just kind of setting yourself up for failure. So don't rush anything, enjoy the process, learn all that you can, and just be a good steward of the capital that you earn as you're refinancing properties. Don't go out and spend it on yourself, reinvest it, and continue building your portfolio. Find properties that need to be fixed so that you can have a positive impact on that street, on that community, and so that you can make it like a functioning unit of society again. And then you're doing a great service to your area, and you're going to make a decent amount of money doing it. I think it was Dwight Eisenhower. Oh, wow. Dwight Eisenhower that said one of the best things you could do is buy a property and leave it better than you found it. It's that simple. Real estate investing is really simple. So be a good steward of your resources and have a long-term focus, and you're going to be a fantastic real estate investor. You don't need fancy marketing behind you.
Thanks for watching that clip. I thought that was a good question. And I think you can ask good questions too. Join us every Friday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for a live stream Q&A where we answer plenty of questions just like this one. In the meantime, consider subscribing to the channel if you want more of this content. And if you want to increase your deal flow, analyze properties better, and help me feed my family, click the link below for a free 7-day trial of PropStream.